Hey everybody, Steve Vigil here again for another video, hopefully to give you some good education on passive investing, private mortgage lending. Always out to try and help you in any way I can. Point out a lot of things that you may or may not know. Maybe, throw some tips out there about things that you had never thought about before to help give you some success as you go into your passive investing career, as you become a private mortgage lender. There's a lot of things that you can do out there with private mortgage lending. It's a great tool, a great avenue to put your money in my opinion. And, if you do it the right way, you do it smart, you can benefit from it fantastically. And that's always something that is my intention, to try and throw that information out there, give you that education, and give you the knowledge that I have based on the experiences that I've have had in our investing career. We've been able to raise a lot of money over the years, and we've been able to lend money, and it's really opened up some great doors being able to use passive investors to work with. And we've built some great relationships, and we continue to build great relationships, and it's a really good thing. So let's get on to our video here. Let me share my screen, and we're going to just talk really quickly about some benefits of being a private lender for those of you that have never done this before, maybe, or thinking about it, not sure. We got into doing this, from the lender side years and years and years ago. I mean, I got out of the stock market, I have no idea how long ago, just because the ups and downs, the inconsistency, everything is out of your control. You control nothing in those situations. And this was a way that we found that we could actually take some control and help ourselves, So let's just kind of talk about a couple things right here. And if you don't know, hopefully I'm opening your eyes. But as a passive investor, as a private mortgage lender, your investment is going to be backed by a hard asset. So an example would be, in the stock market, you give your money to your stockbroker, your financial advisor, whoever, and they go out and buy stocks or mutual funds or whatever type of investments you've got going on out there. And, it goes out into never land. That's how I always thought about it. You're giving your money to someone that puts his money in a fund and that fund is run by other people. You don't know who those people are. Everything is totally out of your control. You just got to kind of keep your fingers crossed that they're making the right decisions, that the economy is going well, that we don't have a big adjustment or an economic crash or something like that to happen, because that'll change your whole scenario. But as a private lender, and when we're being a private mortgage lender, and we're lending on all kinds of things. It could be short-term note, fix and flip notes, could be long-term rental properties, could be owner finance, could be mortgage notes, could be all kinds of different things. But you've got a hard asset that investment is backed by. You've actually got something tangible. You can actually go out and look at that property, put your hands on that property, touch it. It's a real object. So for me, that was actually very exciting for me to be able to do that. It was a totally different concept when we first started doing it. Now we just kind of do it as second nature, but in the beginning, I mean, that was something that I had never thought about before. And it was really a very cool thing. So, having that hard asset that's backing my investment gives me personally a lot of comfort. It gives me a lot more confidence in that investment that I'm in, especially when I know that we've done our due diligence. We've got our numbers are really solid on a deal, and we've got other videos about that. And I encourage you to go watch our other videos so that you've got a solid investment. Just because it's a hard asset, we still have to have a solid investment at the same time. Then consistent cash flow, I think, is something that's really important. And as a passive investor, private mortgage lender, in my opinion, you should be getting monthly interest payments every month. Now, there's different ways that this can be done, and not all passive investors take monthly payments. Sometimes they take the payment at the end of the deal when it's sold, if it's a short-term loan. But from both sides, whether I'm the whether I'm the borrower or the lender, I'm more comfortable either getting a monthly payment or making a monthly payment. And there's a lot of reasons for that. You know, I want to make sure that I'm giving, if I'm from the borrower side, I want to make sure that my lender feels very confident and knows that they're getting a payment every single month. To me, that's very important. And that trust and that relationship, that's very important to me. And then from the lender side, as long as I know I'm getting that payment every month, then I can have confidence that the project is still going well. It's when they, you know, and it also helps me keep track of, okay, if all of a sudden I don't get a payment, then, you know, I need to maybe, you know, make a phone call and see what's going on. So, you know, that consistent cash flow, I think, is very important for those reasons. You know, it's important for me anyhow. That's, you know, my thought on that. And, you know, oftentimes we can pay well above average returns on our deals. You know, a lot of people, you know, if you go out there and you put your money in CDs or you put your money in a savings account, you're not going to make very much. You're going to get very, very little. As a matter of fact, I had a friend I talked to just a couple of days ago. They wanted to put some money into a short-term CD because they just didn't know what to do with it. And, you know, it's about $150,000 they put into the CD for, like, it was about a 6-month term. And, you know, and they got, like, you know, 1.5 off of it. And, you know, at the end of that term, I mean, they were like, we didn't really make any, we almost didn't do anything here. And, you know, with lending on mortgage notes and you know, short-term investments, you know, flip prop deals, rental properties, owner finance deals, oftentimes if I'm the borrower, I'm able to pay way higher interest rates than that. You know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% interest rates, sometimes 10% interest rates, depending on the deal, depending on what we're doing. And if, you know, me as the lender, that's good. That's really good thing for me, especially on some of the longer term stuff we can do that pays that higher interest rate for a longer period of time. I mean, great benefits to you as a private lender, huge benefits to you as a private lender. And then, you know, diversification. You know, not everybody wants to put all their money into being a private lender, and nobody says you have to. But sometimes it's a good way to diversify your portfolio. And oftentimes in the beginning, I see lenders, they don't put everything into private mortgage lending. But as they do it for a while and they start seeing the benefits and the things that they're getting out of it, more and more of that money comes that direction. That's happened with me. With my experience with that has been with some of my lenders, me being on the borrower side, where we started off with a small amount and we've done some great business together and we continue to do great business together. And now they want more and more of that money working because I can keep it working much more consistently, and they're making a lot more money doing that, working with me. So that's a great benefit as well. And then passive participation in the real estate market. As a passive lender, you are passive. You're not going out and doing the work. You're giving that money to someone like me, you're lending that money to someone like me who's going out and doing the hard work. I'm the boots on the ground person. I'm the person that's, you know, dealing with the rental properties, doing the fix and flips, working, servicing the owner finance notes, servicing the mortgage notes. So you don't have to do anything other than keep an account of your money that's out. Make sure that you are getting paid every month. That's a pretty strong position to be in. And if you're at a point in life where you want to be a passive investor, what better way? You know, you can sit back and you can you know, take your vacations, do whatever you want to do. Let me get off this share here. Do whatever you want to do, and know that money, you've got your money out there working for you very consistently, making good interest payments. You know, there's just so many different things that you can do. There's so many benefits of being a passive investor. That's why, you know, we try to keep putting more money that direction, opposed to putting more money or borrowing more money and being the guy that's doing all the hard work, you know, because I've been doing that for years. So, just some benefits of being a passive investor, being a private mortgage lender. There's a lot of great benefits out there for you. I think I've just pointed out some of the big, some of them that are kind of some basic things, I think. But if we don't know, we don't know. And a great place to put your money. But like I said, always make sure that you get your legal advice from an attorney. Get your talk to your accountants for your accounting, and make sure that you make some smart decisions. And till the next video, have a great day.